Hello, it's October the 25th, and we're going to look at some verses that we haven't looked at the book of Romans yet. So we're going to just dive into the book of Romans. And again, if you know anything about the book of Romans, these verses get quoted quite a lot in a lot of different contexts. It's Romans 12, verses 1 to 2, which says this: Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, and then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. Do you want to know what the will of God is for you? I do. I want to know it for my life. And interestingly, these verses give us the key to how do we know what the will of God is. We worship God with our lives, not just with our songs, but with our service, with our finances, with our conversations, with our relationships, with our thoughts, words, and deeds. And then we make sure that our lives, our minds, are not living in the way of this world, but they're in line with God. And we say to God, God, renew my mind, whatever is in there right now. Fill it with the things of you. And if there's anything in my mind that is not of you, but of this world, will you strip it away and replace it with the things of you? And then we will know what God's will is. How's your mind doing? It's so easy to can have a really cluttered mind. God wants to speak into your mind. He wants to bring you a peace into your mind, but maybe you need to remove some of the clutter from your mind as well. Why don't you make a space today to pause, turn off your phones, and submit your mind to God and say, God, what's filling my mind? Is it the things of you, or is it the things of this world? And allow His Spirit to reveal to you if it's the things of this world that's filling your mind or not. And then go through a process of saying, God, I don't want this anymore. Will you refresh my mind? Will you renew my mind? Will you lift these things off me? Surrender them to Him. And then make space for God's thoughts and God's loves and God's encouragement to fill your mind instead. And it's in that place that we find the will of God.